Brooklyn 214 podcast. It's your boy doing this solo dolo. K-LEW in the building. Yes, hand claps. Shout out to all my people that's watching on YouTube, all my people that watch on Twitch, if I put it on Twitch, all my people that's listening to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, Google Podcasts, whatever it's called on Google, Anchor. We on pretty much everything. Brooklyn 214 podcast brought to you by Dope Content. You see it if you watch it on YouTube. I'm pointing to the Dope Content logo on the left hand side of the screen. So much love to y'all. I'm here to do a podcast because I'm about to start a new job in like 2 days. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep doing this as consistent as I want to. And we got a lot to talk about. Last time I talked to you guys, it was me and 3 talking about what happened in DC. I'm not gonna get into that today. And before that, it was just me by myself, just kind of rambling and letting you know what we got coming up in 2021. So shout out to everybody that watched those and listened to those. Hand claps to y'all. So I'm here. We got a lot to talk about. We got the NFL, some breaking news in the NFL. NFL wild card weekend just went down. We got some news going on in the NBA. We have a lot going on that I feel like I need to go ahead and talk to you guys about. So let's get right into the NFL wild card weekend. Ravens flock. Y'all heard it. You know I'm biased to the Ravens. Revenge. I told y'all the Ravens was gonna get them boys back. We owed Tennessee. Now we get the dance on their logo. So shout out to the Ravens. Let's get it. 20-13 over Tennessee. Lamar Jackson did his thing. Defense shut King Henry down. Shut him down. Matter of fact, let me see if I can pull up his yardage real quick. Because they shut that boy down. Let me go to the Russian real quick, to the Titans. Derrick Henry, 18 carries, only 40 yards, 2.2 average, no touchdowns. His longest run of the day was 8 yards. Derrick Henry, get up out of here, boy. Yeah, shut him down. Calais Campbell was talking noise pregame. Dez was talking noise pregame. They was ready. Marcus Peters was talking noise pregame, during the game, and after the game. So, yeah, they came in ready. They came in with revenge on the mind. You can't dance on nobody's logo and think they gonna forget about it. That's not how it works. So shout out to Baltimore. It started off bad. Tennessee went up 10-0, and I was like, oh man, we about to blow it. Nope. Lamar did his thing, locked in, defense locked in. They came in, did their thing. Let's get to some other games. The Colts lost to the Bills 27-24. So thank you, I'm about to say Chicago. Thank you, Buffalo, for making me look good on that prediction. Stumbling over my words. I keep saying predicament for whatever reason. The Rams beat the Seahawks. I said Seattle was gonna win, but I'm actually happy the Rams won. So the Rams over the Seahawks 30-20. Shout out to the Rams. Tampa Bay Buccaneers 31-23 over the Washington football team. I picked Washington. I didn't know Alex Smith wasn't gonna play. So, whatever. I lost on that one. The Saints over the Bears. I said the Saints was gonna win, so shout out to the Saints. 21-9 over the Bears. And then this game, Cleveland over the Steelers, 48-37. What tripped me out was I picked the Steelers, and then the team, Cleveland didn't even have really half their team. Their coaching staff was gone. So I'm like, no way the Steelers lose this game. And the Steelers went down 28-0 in the first quarter. Ben threw the ball 65 times. They couldn't run the ball. He threw 4 interceptions. It was just bad from jump. First play of the game was a snap over Ben's head that went straight into the end zone. It was a touchdown for Cleveland. I'm sitting there like, yo, I gotta pick Pittsburgh. They at home. They the veteran team. And the Browns got COVID. And it's the Cleveland Browns. Like, come on, man. But hey, shout out to Cleveland. You helping the Ravens out, so shout out to you. I'd much rather play Buffalo next week than Kansas City. So you got good luck, Cleveland. I actually, whatever happens between y'all and Kansas City, that's whatever. But the Ravens will be going to Buffalo, so Ravens flock on that again. Yeah. So Browns over the Steelers, 48-37. How you lose to a team that didn't have no coach, no offensive lineman coach? I think they missed like 3-4 coaches. Starting DBs out. I mean, Odell hurt, so starting receivers out. How you lose? Olivier Vernon out. Left defensive end out. The whole offensive line pretty much out. And you lose at home. So, hey, shout out to Cleveland, man. Pittsburgh, get up out of here. So a little bit of breaking news that happened maybe like 45 minutes ago. Doug Peterson has been fired by the Eagles. Get that boy out of there, man. Philly, what you gonna do now? Hire Jason Garrett? So it's interesting to see what Philly is gonna do. It's crazy how fast things change. You go from a Super Bowl winning coach to a bomb and fired, basically. That's how fast it worked. 4 or 5 years? How long has it been? It ain't been that long. Carson Wentz went from MVP type of guy to trash. Doug Peterson went from Super Bowl winning coach to, he's one of the best coaches in the league, to trash. Like I said, you Philly fans, that was a one miracle year and it won't ever happen again. So Philly, kick rocks, get up out of here. Yeah. Speaking of coachings, Dan Quinn is the leading candidate to become the Cowboys defensive coordinator. I don't know how I feel about that yet. Dan Quinn is a good defensive coach, but I mean, I don't know. I feel the same as us when we brought in McCarthy last year. I was like, okay, he got a little resume, but he just came off of being fired, just like Dan Quinn just came off of being fired. It's the reason he was fired. So maybe as a coordinator he'll be better, but we'll see what they do. I'm not gonna really talk about the Cowboys. I already talked about who I'm gonna keep and who I'm cutting on the last podcast, so we'll see what happened with the Cowboys on that. Now let's get into the NBA. Mavs and Pelicans game has been postponed. What the heck was that? Postponed due to COVID reasons. Maxi Kleber, he caught COVID, and then they had to sit out like 5 players just to quarantine them. So no NBA game tonight for the Mavericks. It's been like that. This maybe the 3rd, 4th time the NBA had to cancel a game or push it back. I don't know how they go do this season because these games add up and you start messing with schedules and stuff like that. The easy thing to say is put them back in a bubble, but you can't put all the teams back in a bubble. It's not like the playoffs last year. It's every team right now. And then you got a whole season, not just a couple of months. So it's tough, man. I really hate this COVID thing. I wish it would go away, but it won't go away because you got stupid people going to house parties. You got people doing all this, going out to small, tight venues. You're not wearing a mask. People think it's fake. I'm like, okay, we're not gonna get rid of it anytime soon. So we better figure out a way to live with COVID outside of taking the vaccine, because it ain't going nowhere because people are stupid. Like, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. I get on my Facebook every weekend and I see multiple people at house parties, closed in, like 50 other people around them, nobody wearing a mask. And it's not spaced out. Like, when I go play at my gigs, I'm away from everybody. I'm on the stage. I'm 6 feet away from the bass player, 6 feet away from the keyboard player. I'm nowhere near the crowd. And the crowd is spaced out at the venues I play at. So we don't worry about none of that. But you people doing these house parties and going to certain venues where you tight in, just stupid, man. Get out of here. Get out of here. Like, I low-key hope some of y'all catch COVID so you can see that it's real. And that sucks to even wish that on somebody. But what do you want me to say? Some people got to find out the hard way. Just like the Trump supporters out here getting arrested and can't even get on the planes. They finding out the hard way. So, yeah. Let's see. NBA game postponed. The Knicks, Brooklyn wanted me to mention the Knicks. They're doing all right. Shout out to the Knicks, I guess. I give you a hand clap. Even though you 5-4 and the season just started, it's plenty of teams that's 5-4. So Brooklyn, get up out of here. The NHL kicks off Wednesday, so shout out to the Stars. Hand clap. My early prediction is the Stars will be back in the Stanley Cup Finals, and this time they will win. So let's get it, Stars. That's all I gotta say about hockey. To my wrestling fans, WWE fans, let's get into it. We gonna talk about some Monday Night Raw. We gonna talk about some SmackDown, NXT, a little AEW, and so on. So to all the people that was here just for the sports and entertainment, thank you for coming in. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Dope content on YouTube. Brooklyn 214 Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, Anchor. Keep listening. I appreciate you coming through. I kept it short and sweet for you guys. Now, this part of the podcast is strictly for my Twitch people, because my Twitch people loves WWE, AEW, any type of wrestling. My Twitch people love it. So shout out to my 4,500 people on Twitch. So I gotta get into it. Monday Night Raw last week, trash. Legends Night, trash. NXT is cool. NXT is always good. AEW is always, well, AEW was decent. It was pretty decent. John Moxley came back, so shout out to him. It's always good to see Moxley. You got the Bullet Club getting back together, so I'm sure the internet fans went crazy for that. You know, Kenny Omega, he needs to work on his mic skills. If he was in the WWE, he'll probably be mid-card just because of his mic skills alone. So he's one of the greatest in the ring, but his mic skills are trash. I don't want to hear nobody say nothing about Roman Reigns if you're a Kenny Omega fan, because his mic skills is trash. Roman Reigns is way better than Kenny Omega on the mic. So shout out to Kenny Omega, man. I like Kenny Omega. Chris Jericho, leave him on commentary. He's pretty good on commentary. Snoop flying off the top ropes was hilarious. It took him like 20 minutes to come down. It was the softest landing I've ever seen in my life. So shout out to Snoop out there getting in the ring, doing his thing, because he actually got on the ropes and jumped off. So shout out to Snoop. I ain't gonna hate. It was funny though. It was funny. Monday Night Raw was trash. Drew McIntyre, that was probably the best thing about Raw. Him going head to head with Keith Lee in the main event, and that was a good match. Keith Lee had me scared a couple of times when he did that backflip, that Spanish fly move off the top rope and almost landed on his head. That had me worried. And then Drew powerbombing him through the table and he hit the back of his head instead of landing flush like he's supposed to. That had me worried too. But the night started and it pretty much went through with just Hulk Hogan, who cares? Talking about a Hulk phone and what you go do, brother, this, and what you go do, brother, that. Who cares? Who cares? Mo Willis. So yeah, it was boring. It was trash. It was just trash. It was a waste of time. I knew it was gonna be a waste of time, but I streamed it anyway for my Twitch people, and it was trash. I don't even know what else to say about it. Randy Orton backstage talking noise to all these legends, and he did it the whole night, and there was no payoff. Nobody attacked him. He didn't attack nobody. And instead, we got Goldberg coming out to Drew McIntyre, somebody who was backstage showing love to the legends, saying, oh, you was real disrespectful. You look at them, you down look them, and this and that and this and that. And I'm like, it didn't make sense. And then he challenged him, pushed him down, and they went off there. because they don't know how to time their shows. Ever since Monday Night Raw has went live again, they don't know how to time their shows, and it's been trash. And it's been week after week after week after week, with the exception of maybe like 4 or 5 weeks in the last 3 months. It's been week after week after week of them rushing the finish of a show and not getting it all the way through. Because what was supposed to happen was Drew was supposed to cut a promo, and then that was supposed to be him down talking to legends. But what ended up happening was they just brought Goldberg out. Then Goldberg cut his promo. And since Drew wasn't able to cut his promo, it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense at all. It didn't make any sense at all. So Monday Night Raw, get it together. NXT is good as always. Good as always. NXT has always been solid. It's the best show out, in my opinion. Rhea Ripley versus Gonzalez was just amazing. They fought all over the arena. Them two women are made for each other. And, you know, I could watch them fight all the time. And then Dakota Kai came out, of course. And then, you know, Rhea lost. Everybody think Rhea's being buried. Like, stop. You can't bury somebody off of one loss, you stupid internet fans. Every time somebody lose, all I hear, "Ooh, you're getting buried." You don't go undefeated in wrestling. Even Goldberg has lost. Even Undertaker lose matches. Shawn Michaels, Triple H, I can name them. They don't mean you buried. Stupid. You internet wrestling fans, you guys are annoying. Annoying as hell. Oh my God, he's buried. She's buried because she lost the match. Shut up. And watch the storyline play out. Golly. So, Finn Balor versus Kyle O'Reilly again. Good match. Good match. I don't know if it was better than the first one, but it was a good match nonetheless. Finn retains. You had Priest versus Cross, which was pretty physical. That was a good match as well. Tommaso Ciampa, his match didn't go through with Thatcher because Thatcher got hurt. So shout out to Thatcher. Hopefully he get better soon. I'm trying to think of what else happened on Wednesday. As far as AEW, Moxley came back. The Bullet Club, which I've already mentioned, got together. Snoop jumped off the top rope. That's pretty much everything that's worth anything on AEW. It was just, you know, typical AEW night for me. Sting came out and just stood around again. Like, it's amazing, all you AEW fans. Oh my God, Sting back. Sting this, Sting that. And Sting literally just walk out. It take 3 minutes to walk out and he just stare at people. And then it go to commercial. Which I don't mind seeing Sting. But at this point, I'm like, let the man cut a backstage promo. Tell people why he's there. Or tell people what he's going to do. Or at least have him attack somebody. He don't have to take a bump. At least have him attack somebody. You know what I'm saying? But he just walk around every week, standing around, and people just, AEW fans, oh my God, Sting this, Sting that. Man, shut up. So, let's get to SmackDown. SmackDown is easily killing Raw. I mean, the Uso storyline altogether is just, it's just killing everything on Raw. They know how to end their shows on time. They know how to get their storylines in, and they keep you invested. Unlike Raw. Raw don't keep me invested. I stream Raw and I just be ready for it to end. Honestly. Oh, let me before I go to SmackDown, let's talk about Raw talk. Ali, shout out to Ali. Mustafa, however he wanted to be called. He cut a promo on Raw Talk about the Legends Night and how they dedicated 3 hours to legends who could barely walk, which was true, because Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, even Mark Henry, because Mark Henry just had knee surgery, was back there just rolling around. Didn't nobody attack nobody, didn't nobody do nothing. They was just backstage. Who cares? They just showing them backstage. It was good to see Melina and Mickey James. Yep. But who cares? They didn't do nothing. Big Show didn't do nothing. Randy Orton just talked trash to him. It was boring. Nothing happened. Nobody attacked nobody. Nobody did nothing. It was nothing special. It was no Stone Cold, no Rock. It was pointless. It was a waste of a Raw. So that's exactly what Ali said on Raw Talk. And I'm sure they probably go take the mic away from him. So he probably won't be able to cut no promos like that anytime soon. But shout out to Ali, man. Ali's the truth. That's why I like Retribution. And I'm still hoping they do something with him just because Ali and his mic skills and his in-ring skills, he deserved to be something. So shout out to Ali, man. Now let's get to SmackDown. Jey Uso, Roman Reigns start off the show and basically call out Adam Pearce because they was mad because Kevin Owens got a match with Jey Uso last week. So which led to them jumping KO and throwing KO off this balcony or whatever it was, through a table or something. And basically KO is out, quotation marks. He's out for a couple of weeks, because of the injury. So they called out Adam Pearce because they said they was done. Roman said he was done with KO, and then Adam Pearce gave Kevin Owens another match with one of them. So they called him out. Adam Pearce comes out. Roman Reigns threatens him, and basically they talked him out of it. So it's a gauntlet match between Shinsuke, Daniel Bryan, try to remember. Shinsuke, Daniel Bryan, King Corbin. Who was all in that match? Oh, they put Adam Pearce in the match. Sami Zayn. I forgot about Sami Zayn because Sami Zayn was so quick. And there was somebody else. I can't even remember. But Shinsuke went on a good run. I'm trying to think about the other person. Shinsuke beat Corbin. He beat Daniel Bryan. And he beat Rey Mysterio. That's who it was. He beat Rey Mysterio all in one match. And they wanted people to forget that Adam Pearce was in the match, but of course everybody knew, especially the commentators. They sound confused. They wasn't sure if they were supposed to mention that Adam Pearce was still in the match or pretend that Shinsuke won. So they was kind of going back and forth on commentating. So that was a bad job by them on that. So I blame Vince on that. But yeah, so Adam Pearce come out and Roman Reigns and Jey Uso and Paul Heyman are out there. Jey Uso and Roman Reigns attack Shinsuke and beat him down, and then attack Adam Pearce and put Adam Pearce on top of Shinsuke, and Adam Pearce gets the win, and he's number one contender for Roman Reigns' title at the Royal Rumble. So, people complained about it. My only problem is, I get it why people complain. My only problem is, I don't think it's the right timing to do that, considering that Raw has Goldberg versus Drew, which is something nobody wants to see. Like, if Raw had a different main event, if they had somebody else fighting Drew for the title, I think it would have been easier for SmackDown to pull this off. But a lot of people don't know Adam Pearce like that. They don't know that he's a former NWA champion, and he was good. Plus, he haven't wrestled in 5-7 years, something like that. So I don't mind the story. I just think it's bad timing considering what Raw has. So we basically got two title matches that nobody wants to see, and I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about it. If Raw would have had a different title match, it would have been easier for SmackDown to pull this off. But since it's two title matches that people really don't want to see, I feel like the Roman and Adam Pearce matches are actually going to be good. But again, people don't know Adam Pearce like that, so it's just bad. It's just bad. So we'll see how it works, man. Hopefully they can do something good with the storyline to get people interested in it. But I feel like Raw is screwing SmackDown too. So just because of Goldberg versus Drew, which nobody wants to see. So now they taking out their frustrations on SmackDown with them doing Adam Pearce versus Roman Reigns. And with a whole bunch of these internet fans not knowing who Pearce is, they are complaining and complaining and complaining. So we'll see what happens with that. Let's see what else happened on SmackDown. That was pretty much the main storyline for the whole night. So it felt old school. They started off with Roman and them, and they just kept it going throughout the show. They mixed in a couple of good matches and kept the storyline going throughout the show. That's how the old Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression Era, that's how they used to do stuff. That's how they kept you invested in storylines, even if it wasn't a match. Just, hey, started off with this rivalry, have some good matches in between, have some backstage segments with the rivalry, have some more good matches, and then end it with the rivalry. So that was a good night for SmackDown. SmackDown had great matches too. So Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode, Robert Roode, whatever you want to call them, new tag team champions. Shout out to them. They beat the Street Profits. I like the Street Profits, but it was time. It was time for something different. So I don't mind it. It was people on Twitter talking about, oh my God, the Street Profits are buried. Shut up. Like they done had the tag championships for what, a year straight? They went from Raw to SmackDown, still champs. They even beat New Day. Like, come on, man. They not buried. Shut up. People can lose a match. Goodness. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Monday Night Raw is tonight. Drew McIntyre will not be there because he got COVID. So, Buddha COVID. And my Twitch people, I'll see y'all tonight. 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. We'll see what they do with Raw. I don't have any high expectations for it. I think it's gonna suck, but that's just me. I'm gonna stream it anyway. So shout out to my Twitch people. I'll see you on tonight. And to the people that's following, if you want to watch the pay-per-view, if you can't watch it, Royal Rumble, go to my burner page. Content dope. Not dope content, but content dope. And that's all I'm gonna say. I keep telling y'all at the end of these podcasts, if y'all don't watch podcasts, that's on you. So bye. So that's all I got for today, man. That's all I got for today. I try to keep it short and sweet. Shout out to everybody that's watching on YouTube. Shout out to everybody that's listening on Apple. Apple, I keep messing them up. Google Podcasts, Anchor. Let's see, what else we on? Spotify, Brooklyn 214 Podcast on Apple, Spotify, Anchor, and so on. Dope content on YouTube with the K. Go to dopecontent.com to stay up to date with everything that we got going on. Mrs. Dope has an OnlyFans, so you go to OnlyFansDopeContent.com. I'm sorry, OnlyFans/DopeContent, I believe. So if you want to check out Mrs. Dope, so subscribe to her as she do her thing on OnlyFans. Let's see what else we got going. Oh, get your hoodies, your shirts, and your mask and your phone cases at dopecontent.com. I got some new designs coming pretty soon, so check those out. And I believe that's it. So Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Dope Content. Look it up with the K. We there. We on every platform. So shout out to everybody that's already following. And then we'll keep in touch with y'all and we'll holler at y'all. To my people that's my subscribers on Twitch, YouTube, and all that, y'all already know we take care of y'all. So y'all need to let these other people know. Let these other people know that when you subscribe to us and you show us love, we show y'all love. Let them people know. They don't believe it. Let them know. So we show love to everybody who show us love. We've been giving out shirts, hoodies. Jen has been doing cupcakes and melon cakes and stuff to people. So we take care of people. We take care of ours. You support us and show us love, we gonna show you love. So shout out to y'all, man. And that's all I got for y'all, man. So y'all be safe. Happy New Year. If this is your first time watching me, this year. Happy New Year. Keep your mask. Stay safe. Stay away from these protesters slash riders slash terrorists. Stay away from them. Mind your business. Drink water. And be safe, man. I'm out. So I'm back. I forgot to mention national championship game is tonight. Alabama, Ohio State. So let me say right now, I got Alabama over Ohio State 38-35. Alabama roll tide over Ohio State. Now I'm out.